like that. Yeah, never help me out unless you know if you're helping me out. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's KIM in the SAV. Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, of BetterBodyCrew.com, with a little sunset Facebook, Instagram live for y'all. So, guys, listen. In case you haven't heard the word lately, I recently hired an accounting firm that I am so honored and excited to work with. My business has gone through a lot of different phases in 5 years of being with my company, and I needed some help, to be honest with you. Like, there comes a point when you should outsource the things that you know you're not good at. Okay, hey Bruce Lane, what's going on? And so I started working with this firm, and they have a YouTube channel, which that's also a bonus because I'm able to tap into them frequently. And the woman who is over the firm that I'm with was interviewing a guy in my profession. And she asked him, how about this? She wanted him to give one takeaway, right? Hey Chantel, Carlene, hey Tania. She wanted him to give one takeaway or one amazing story. Legend, what's going on, brother? Congratulations, my boy Legend, doing big things, man. Anyway, don't get me distracted, Legend. So I want y'all to hear this story. Let me find it right quick though. Miss Tania, because y'all got to hear this. On Facebook, now Instagram has no idea what I'm talking about. On Facebook, I titled this something like, hear why this attorney who was making $450 an hour joined the pyramid scheme cult. Y'all know I don't care. I enter the conversation that's going on in your head. Because somebody did ask me, they said, Kim, why do you refer to what you do as that? I said, because that's how a lot of people refer to it as. So I just joined the conversation.
Went to an event.
I joined the conversation that's already going on in your head because I'm not intimidated by it. If you like the opportunity to for me to clarify what it is I really do, and you keep listening, then I know you're probably going to be a great prospect. But if what I say turns you off, then I know we weren't going to be a good fit anyway. Okay? It's my crazy sense of humor. So anyway, listen to this. Let me go a little bit more. Bam. Okay.
Whatever your last thoughts are.
Okay. So my first enrollee in this company is a friend that I met actually at Date with Destiny, Tony's World, called Kenna. And she was an attorney, and she makes $450 an hour. But she was kind of not really happy with life. And I think she did this just, because we just connected and she wanted to have some fun. And last month, she was the number 1 or number 2 enroller in our whole new little company. But the thing that she says is the thing that she had no clue what would happen is the relationships and the friendships she's made, even during this time period when we're just connecting via Zoom. Yes. And she flew out from Indiana for this leadership retreat and met one of our upline people. They have become best of friends, and just connecting people like that and the love that's created, that's the kind of the culture that I create anyway. It's just been fun. And there's a few things I learned from Tony. One is that everything is always happening for you, not to you. And that today is the best day ever. Again, I say that every single day. And today certainly was, because I got to speak to you on...
All right. So I want y'all to take away some things from this, okay? If you're in my profession, understand this. And I was talking to my team about this the other day, because there's quite a few groups that I pay to be a part of. And people say, well, why would you do that when there's so much out there that's free? There's so much out there that's free. And I'm just going to be very honest with you. The reason why is because in 5 years of being with my company and probably 8 years in the profession total, what I found is that free is the low hanging fruit. Just keeping it real. Free is the low hanging fruit. So if a group is free and everybody can get in, then that's a whole lot of people, most of which probably are not even interacting in that group or in that sub community, because they just came because it was free, not because they really had an interest. So when you do things and you pay for things like courses, groups, communities, memberships, whatever the case may be, like that, when you put a value on something, when someone has valued something and you put a value on it and you see the value enough to give them your money, and you're now connected to other people who have also seen the value as well, you have a higher caliber of people that you're now communicating with. It's a different level of conversation. It's a different level of connection. It's a different level of synchronicity. Because it's like-minded people who are not afraid of money. Now, this is an attorney who made $450 an hour, because let me tell y'all something. Many of you who are in the pyramid scheme thing like me, whatever, because that's how people think it is, they think that you're only going after people who are unemployed. And there's nothing wrong with any of these categories that I'm about to say, because I've been in all of the categories. But to think that you're only, that you're chasing down people in, that you're only chasing down people in Walmart or the mall or parking lots or 3 feet within you. But let me tell you something. A lot of the people that are going to do the best, not all the time, it doesn't mean everybody. Because in this profession, doesn't matter whether you've been to jail, Yale, whatever, penthouse or the penitentiary. If you want to, you can come into this and do very, very well. We have former drug dealers. We have pharmaceutical reps, illegal and legal drug dealers that have come to this profession and really utilize leverage to change their lives. So your background doesn't matter. All that matters is what you want your destiny to be, right? However, a lot of times when people are recruiting, they tend to recruit or talk to people that they are most comfortable with. But if you get this, that this woman was an attorney making $450 an hour, by most people's standards, that's a lot of money. However, she still wasn't happy. Now, she joined because she was seeking what? Relationships and other things. But she became one of this gentleman's top recruiters. Why? Because, guys, people that are often successful in one area, like success leaves clues, and success skills, like the traits and the characteristics that it takes to be successful, those are transferable to other areas. So oftentimes, if you have someone who's successful in one area and you take them and you put them in another area, no matter what, they'll probably be successful. Once they get the hang of it, once they learn the lingo, if they're teachable and coachable, right? Because just because you're a good doctor doesn't mean you're going to be a good lawyer necessarily. However, the skills, the tenacity, the perseverance that it took for you to become a doctor, if you apply that same thing to becoming a lawyer, then with time, absolutely you will. But the hardest thing for most people to do is believe in themselves. So if you can get people who already have a high feeling of self-worth and self-esteem because they've been successful in one area, and you don't now have to like get on the battlefield of their mind with them and tell them you can do it every single day, you've already cut off that part of the learning curve, and you can just get to the mechanics. So understand that. Now, I wanted to talk to you about, I want to share with you from this interview, and this is really more so for my team. I often do this with my team, but I decided to share some of this with you guys too, because some of y'all need, somebody gonna catch this. When I speak, I don't speak for every single person on the live. I'm always looking for one person. Who can I impact? Just one person. Who is really gonna get it? One person with every live. That's all I'm looking for. But somebody gonna get this. So I decided to share this and watch. Somebody is gonna click for. Now listen to where this guy and my tax lady met.
Got involved with Tony Robbins and Platinum Partners, and got a chance to talk to Tony a little bit about it. They were the minimally funded, non-scholarship sports, and I really wanted to win. And I got involved with Tony Robbins and Platinum Partners, and got a chance to talk to Tony a little bit about that. And he advised me that the only way he knew that I could raise the kind of money that I needed to build a championship program was to find an MLM that I'm really passionate about, and that was early on. And in the Platinum Partners, there's a bunch of people making more money in a week than I do in a year. And I do pretty well. And I said, I've got to find one of those. So that's kind of how I went into it. And it's been a blast. I never...
All right, so let's dissect this right quick, okay? What's going on, Olu? What is that? Ademiyuwa? I don't know. I hope I said that right. I don't know. All right, so let's dissect that. Again, so this gentleman right here who was like, his resume is pretty nice. but he was a coach, and then he went to like Pepperdine, and he wanted to create a championship team. And so mentally, he knew to go to the next level with his team, he needed to go to the next level with his mentality. That's why he joined Tony Robbins' Platinum Partners program. Now, that is a program that costs $85,000. How do I know it? Because my tax strategist is a part of the of that program, and she always talks about it, and she always talks about the fact that it's a tax write-off. Yeah, she pays out $85,000, but it puts her in connection, again, it puts her in connection with a group of people that help her to build her business. And that $85,000 that she pays to be a part of the program is a tax write-off, right? Because it's for her business. So, it goes back to what circles are you in, and how easy versus difficult is it for people to get into those same circles. If every single thing that you do is free, do not be surprised when it takes you a really, 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 really long time to get the results that you desire. Okay? Success has a price tag. You're either going to pay with money, or you're going to pay with time. Here's the crazy thing. Paying with money is actually cheaper. Paying with money is actually cheaper than paying with your time. Because if you don't want to put up the money, you're going to spend a lot of time sifting through a boatload of crap to find out what's really real and what's fake. So this gentleman was a part of the Platinum Partners program. That's where he met Courtney, who's over OTB Tax, which, by the way, if you want to start using them, they do have a place when you sign up for their consultation where they say, how did you find out about them? If you found out about them from me, I would appreciate you putting Kimberly Quamina in that blank. Thank you, Natasha, for sharing the link. I surely would. I would appreciate you putting Kimberly Quamina in that blank. But I highly recommend them so far. My experience working with them has been phenomenal. And so this gentleman works with them, and she interviews her people and just shares a little bit of background to let everybody in the whole entire wide world know that this is like who she wants to work with, which is a broad spectrum of people. It's not just MLM people, but also why they should be looking at a tax specialist who really understands the tax code. And this has been my focus for the last 3 months, like an intense focus. This has been an intense focus, along with some other things that myself and the Better Body Builders are working on. Just because of where my business is right now. Anybody can make money, y'all. Anybody can make money. But can you save it? Can you protect it? Can you multiply it? That's the real question. There's been a lot of people that have come into my profession and made a whole lot of money, and in a very short period of time, they're back working retail at the mall. Okay? And if you don't want that to be you, this is what I say all the time. You've got to become a student of the profession. I am a student of the profession, the industry. This is business school for me, right? So taxes are definitely that's a part of the curriculum. All right. So let me tell you why, for all of y'all who make fun of me, you selling tea and you got a master's degree? Yeah, I am. And guess what? I make more selling tea than I ever did with that master's degree. Yeah.
So
I want y'all to understand something about, because when I hear this stuff, it sounds
the business
really, really good, but they can break it down better than I can. So that's why I made my little notes here. Listen to this.
Doing that, what business owners are really doing on a daily basis.
Hold on.
Employee, what I'm saying is you need to add some sort of home-based business. And so by doing that, what business owners are really doing on a daily basis is generating economy. We're making more money. So guess what? Guess what happens when that works? You create jobs. And guess what? When we create jobs, that's less people on unemployment. And now that's more people actually paying taxes. So if it makes sense to you that if you go out and you create more economy, you're putting money, driving money through the economy, you're providing for more employees, and then those employees didn't pay the taxes, it makes total sense that a business owner is going to always be better off than a W-2 employee. And so what that looks like is that as a W-2 employee, you make money and you pay taxes. You don't get to decide. And at the end of the day, you can buy some of your wants and needs, whereas a business owner, they make their money, they get to deduct a lot of living expenses and redirect those into business expenses, meaning that their net income, they're only paying taxes on what's left over. And so they can buy a lot more of their needs and their wants because they're paying less taxes. That's why Amazon paid $0 in taxes, right? In 2018. And this year, I think they paid 0 in taxes as well. And the reason why is because they bought a ton of vehicles. So here's a couple things I want you guys to understand. By being a business owner, and network marketing is a great way to do it. You could literally put 3 to 5 hours a day for 3 to 5 days a week, 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week, and you are attempting to earn income per the IRS. And what does that look like? It looks exactly like what me and Robert are doing. Opening our mouth and telling people what we're doing. So I just happen to be an accountant. I'm not in network marketing, but because I'm attempting to earn an income, I'm sharing with you how you do it. Hey, Robert, I'm Courtney. I own OTB Tax. I'm always looking for clients in the accounting world. If you know somebody, let me know. Guess what? I just attempted to earn an income. That's what that looks like. So what we've created in the network marketing space is a way to develop certainty. Like, it doesn't matter if someone tells you that this is right for them, or, they could say, you know what, Courtney, I think you're going straight to hell or jail.
They do say that.
Now I'm going to look at them and say, you just don't understand the system. You don't understand the business owner system. This is what I'm trying to educate you on, is that you have massive tax deductions by just opening your mouth and sharing with someone what you're doing. Now, from there, meals, mileage, cell phone, internet, you can write off business use of your home, and no, it does not trigger an audit. As much as somebody wants to tell you that, in the 19 years that I've been a tax preparer and a tax strategist, not one person has ever been audited for having a home-based business. So
y'all, listen, what she's talking about is something called income shifting. We have to pay for certain things, period. Like, we just need to live, right? And so when you only, like before, when I only had a W-2 as an employee, I paid out those things, and then I was like, okay, now I've paid for those things. Now I don't have any money. How do I get the money back? Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll go get another job. There was a time when I was working at the college in the day, and I was working at Best Buy part-time at night just to make incomes meet. Funny thing was, the ends still didn't meet. So I was like, okay, do I go get a third job? Or do I, Mary said, show do, right? Mary Stewart, one of the Better Body Builders, also one of the Credit Crushers, and she's going to be soon in OTB Tax. But guys, this stuff is so exciting because like today is, now I don't know when this will hit YouTube, but at the recording, as of today, when I'm recording this Facebook Live and Instagram Live, it's the 14th. It's October 14th. This is Amazon Prime Day. Y'all, I picked up some things for Amazon Prime Day. Guess what? I paid for them using my commissions from my business. And they are a tax write-off. The money no longer goes down the hole just into the deep abyss of nothingness. Right? Where's my money? Oh, there it's going further and further away from me. No, the money now is like a boomerang. Okay? The money now is like a boomerang. Okay? I pay the money out, but it's going to come back to me in the form of a tax deduction, because with the industry that I'm in, health and wellness, a lot of stuff is pertaining to my image. A lot of stuff I get, y'all think y'all tell y'all about stuff just because I'm nice? Well, that's partially true, but also I'm telling you guys about stuff because it serves as documentation that I am attempting to earn an income with my business. It serves as documentation. I'm proving, I have documented proof daily that I show up for my business, right? My online activity is a digital diary. And then what's so funny about this is there is this misconception. What's going on, coach? There's this misconception that you have to be like some super duper people person to do MLM. Not true, guys. I'm actually not that much of a people person. What did I tell y'all last Friday? When I went to Smoothie King, as I do every Friday, because y'all know they got the deals on Fridays. When I went to Smoothie King, I didn't go and say, hey, you're drinking a smoothie, you must be into health and wellness. Have you heard about the tea? No shade to people who do that. That's just not my style normally. That's just not my style. So what do? I put stuff out there to make people come and talk to me. Because I don't want to go talk to you. Because I don't know you. And there are some people that kill it doing the 3-foot rule. Anybody who talks to me like, hey, and that's awesome. But I have to do what works for me. So what I'm saying is, this is a profession where you massage it and make it work for your personality. But I have things like, normally I have my rubber, and usually when I go out, I'll do dress like this, right? I'll wear like a sports bra and some capris or whatever, a very fitted outfit. And so a lot of times people say, are you a trainer, or are you a this, or are you that? And that might start the conversation, right? That's one thing. But when I went out last Friday, I didn't speak to that woman who bought 2 NutriVerse for me. She was like, she saw my car magnet and that made her talk to me. Or I'll have on a shirt and that makes them talk to me. Or like I said, I'll just look cute and that makes them talk to me. Okay? So Mary Stewart said, show is, I want all the goodies to better my business and life. Mary, I'm so proud of you and what we do. And guys, let me tell you this too. When they talk about a community of people, I see my boy D'Angelo on here. Yeah, that's right. Being nice is partly true. D'Angelo has a good job. D'Angelo has money. Y'all need money? Go to D'Angelo. Click on his name right there on Facebook. You know better than to jump on my live, D. You know better than to jump on my live, D. D is my boy. We both won a trip with our company, and we went to the Bahamas together last year. Free on the company, right? But seriously, all jokes aside, D has a good job full-time. Why did he join network marketing? Because he's not stupid. Because he realized, and I'm not saying that if you don't join, you are stupid. What I'm simply saying is that D is not stupid. So he saw a way to create a passive income. He saw like the comp plan, and he said, and he wanted to get healthier. So he said, why would I not get paid to get healthy at the same time? If I'm going to get healthy anyway, why would I not get paid to do it? Right? So he did that. Yes, my girl, Bobby. Bobby said, can't wait for next year's taxes with home-based business. Oh my gosh. And guys, let me tell you, so with my group, although I do teach my people, D'Angelo is laughing at me. You know better than to come on my live. You can catch the replay if you don't want me to talk to you directly now and tell the people all your business. No, it's not. But guys, when we're talking about connections and people, right? So people that joined my team, like Mary Stewart, like Bobby, who's a teacher, and I mean, just wonderful, wonderful people. People joined my team. They came to me to join my company. However, my vision for my team is much bigger than just this. So there's this is business school. And just like business school, there are classes. So on my team, we have classes, or we have specialties, right? So there's the Better Bodybuilders. They get paid to help people get better bodies, not the best bodies, okay? We ain't making y'all out. We not making y'all into Sierras out here, okay? But we gonna give you a better body. Now, if you want the best, you really gotta put that work in. But we can help you get a better body. There's no doubt in my mind, inside and out. What's going on, Danette, Coach Danette? But people that come to me, they come to me to learn how to do what I do as it relates to this company. What they don't bargain for is that I'm going to tell them, I document my day with y'all a little bit. I document my day with my team deep. I go deep with my team. Like, hey, I just set up, like when I started working with Courtney, OTB Tax, they get the inside track of everything. Repairing my credit, post-divorce, there's a part of the Better Bodybuilders. I said, all of y'all who want help with your credit, you can go along the journey with me. And so we have a division called the Credit Crushers. And we're all working together and talking with each other and sharing resources so that everybody doesn't have to stay up late at night watching the same video. We're sharing the notes. We're sharing referral links. We're sharing because I want my people to get paid multiple ways on top of multiple ways. We have more than one way to get paid in our comp plan. But guess what? I want them to get paid like I do through YouTube. Get your butt on, turn on the camera, talk to a little black hole, tell people about your business, Get in touch, get clients and partners that don't live where you live. Because some of y'all only trying to recruit people only in your backyard. I'm a fan of taking care of home first. But don't forget that the world is super duper big. Because let's face it, my home is technically Pooler. If my income were solely dependent on the people in Pooler, no shade to the people in Pooler. But trust, that just wouldn't work for me, okay? All right, so, D'Angelo said, and I made more money working my, come on, D! And I made more money working my business part-time than I have in my corporate America job, and it's only October. Bruh, they don't know. They don't know. Oh, this is why I laugh when people say things about the pyramid scheme cult. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm the queen bee of the pyramid scheme cult. Iron sharpens iron. That's right, coach. All right, coach got on our mini boom Zoom for the Better Bodybuilders and spit mad knowledge. Everybody was talking about coach. They were like, and coach is new to the team. But see, everybody is coming to this profession. Those who get it, get it. And they're coming to this group with their own prior experience. Some people have been working different jobs, various industries, 10, 20, 30 years. Hey, love, can you do me a favor? Can you come on this light for your mom?
Because you need the light.
Yes, because I need the light. That would be why I asked.
Okay.
Thank you so much. What it do, family? Hey, Montez Neely, man. So, listen, guys. So let me tell you. I'm crossing out my notes. So I told you the difference between, and I hear so many people complaining. Man, I don't understand why. It seems like I'm working so hard and I still fall behind. This is why. Because when you pay for stuff, the money goes away. When we pay for stuff, we find a way to shift things that we have to pay for and make it relevant in a way that we can have boomerang bucks. So we pay the money out, but the money comes back. Today is Amazon Prime Day. Like I said, I got stuff for my business that's also for me. Trust me, when I get those boxes in, guess what I'm gonna do? A video and share with you. Ooh, look what I got. And then y'all are gonna say, ooh, I want that. And then I'm gonna say, here's my Amazon referral link. And then I'm also gonna say, now when you use these things in conjunction with my products, you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. You're gonna get the best results because the products aren't miracle products. You also have to do a little bit of activity. And here's how you take care of yourself. It's all one complete package. Do you see that? Hello, is anybody home? D'Angelo said, I've been following Kim since Periscope days, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing live videos, etc. Thank you. Look at that edification. And let me tell y'all something. When y'all get in with the right people, not these hoogaboogers. All right, y'all join these network marketing companies and be following every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, get in with the right people who are actually on the leaderboards, doing something, moving and shaking, helping people, and then you're gonna find it's a whole nother life. Like all the things that you think about the real world, like everybody's shady, ain't nobody wanna be healthy. None of that stuff is true, guys. It's true out there, probably because your frequency is just effed up, right? Probably because your vibration is whack, so you're attracting that. But when you get in with the real folks, like my boy D'Angelo, we're not even on the same team. But look, my boy on my live, he big up at me. We call it edification. What? If I go on his live, I'm going to do the same thing because he wants me to win. I want him to win. And we both going to win. That's just how we do, right? He said, I appreciate you. And if y'all wondering, we aren't financially connected. See, I didn't even read that part yet, but I know because that's the other thing, D. They think that we be jumping on each other's lives and be like, write a good comment because you know nobody never says nothing good about me. Juice the post. I'm juicing it for you, girl. I'm juicing it. And there's nothing wrong with juicing posts when you start out. But I'm telling you, if you do this long enough and you have stamina and you have persistence and you have a vision and you have goals and you have drive and you plug into the right information so that you can last during the down times, because there will be down times. If you do this long enough, you won't need nobody to juice nothing. People will come and juice stuff for you. Yes, honey. Real knows real. That's right, coach. Bow. Okay? You did the bow emoji. Okay, so the other thing I wanted y'all to hear This is the other thing. People, what if I lose money? What if I lose money? First of all, why are you thinking like that? That's the first thing. But I know why you're thinking like that. Because you don't believe in yourself. And because all your life, most people have taught you to think. Most people have taught you to be realistic. Be realistic. Well, let me tell you something. Reality is relative, okay? Your reality is not my reality. We can look at the same thing and see two different things. So that's the first thing. You got to learn that you create your reality. So this whole be realistic thing, be realistic does not equal be negative. Okay? But in the event that you want to play the what if I lose money game, let me tell you what my girl Courtney said. Take it away, Courtney.
I think it's funny. I have people all the time, they'll tell me like, well, my wife, she's in network marketing and she's actually costing us money. And I'm like, let me explain to you what your wife is doing, buddy. And I really talk to them that way because I'm like, you don't understand. On paper, your wife is showing a loss, but your wife is now being able to write off her meals and mileage and cell phone and internet. And guess what? Those products she was going to buy anyway, those are now can become a tax deduction depending on how you work those products. And so at the end of the day, you can hire your kids and your kids can work for you and you can pay them. That saves me $28,000 a year to hire my kids and have them work for me. And they pay for their stuff, right? So all of these things become a huge tax deduction. And on paper, it looks like you had a loss, but guess what that does? That offsets against your income and actually saves you money on your hard-earned income. So she's actually now being able to redirect your living expenses and turn those into business expenses by having a home-based business. And here's what I know. If you attempt to tell enough people what you're doing, like you have talked to 7,000 people about those love buttons, right? And giving those out. If you had talked to 7,000 people and told them what you were doing, imagine how massively successful you would be because you're giving those buttons out because you love people and you care about them and you want to help them. And
okay, that's enough. I think y'all get it. Did y'all hear what she just said? Even if you lose, you still win because the losses will offset the income. I need one of them. Son, find me. You good with technology. Find me. I need that Jamaican horn sound. Okay? I need that. Realistic is the fastest way to stay broke. You got that right, D. Okay? Do y'all get that? Most people don't get that. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to the next one. Because y'all got to hear this. I have listened to so many hours of Courtney, and it's all good stuff. It's amazing. Like, this is some next level. Like, so many things that I used to complain about, I now see. Kim, you were complaining about the game instead of learning the rules and playing to win. Why would you do that, love? Why would you do that? Please don't do that.
Light on the phone.
Please don't do that. All right, so let me show y'all. Let me go to 26 here. Are y'all getting value from this? Have y'all heard of Courtney and OTB tax? Oh, and let me tell you about this. So this is remember I told you Courtney is a part of Platinum Partners, right? Hold on.
saying is there some...
She's a part of Tony Robbins' Platinum Partners. It costs her $85,000 a year to be a part of that group. But it's connected her to people like this gentleman right here, Robert. It's connected her to most of the people that a lot of people that she's interviewed. And it's a tax write-off for her, right? The $85,000 in continued education that she pays is a tax write-off for her. Are y'all getting this? Well, one of the people that she met in Tony Robbins' Platinum Partners was Stormy Wellington, who's a part of my company. Stormy interviewed Courtney. That's how I found out about Courtney. Do you see how this works? That's another thing that people really don't understand. Like, there are people out here, movers and shakers, who really understand that their best prospects are going to be in MLM. Their best prospects are going to be in network marketing. Why? Because we have, those of us who are doing it right, we have a lot of income. And we have personal development. We don't think like most because we're a cult. See? Throw your seeds up. Throw your seeds up. Right? All right. Let me see what Madeline said. My husband finally understands this business and the tax deductions. Kudos to him, Madeline. God gosh. But you know what? The only reason why is probably because you're doing it right. Okay? If you were pussyfooting around, messing around, taking it as a hobby, as a joke, then he wouldn't. That's a whole nother subject. Don't get me started, Madeline. Don't get me started. But I'm happy y'all on the same page. Because it's very, very important if you're married that y'all be on the same page. Very important. Montez says, perspective is everything. Don't allow your own views to be the only perspective. Pull game from others with the proper knowledge to elevate yourself. Yes! Thank you, T.I. of the Better Body Builders. Yes. That's the team member, y'all, that we have to pull out a dictionary. We be like, hold on. But you're right though, bro. You're right, man. All right. So let me throw some stats at y'all right quick, okay?
Statistics that hit me really hard 2 years ago, and this is why I share the network marketing industry. And those statistics are that the average household income is $60,000 a year in America. And the taxes that you'll pay off of that $60,000 is about $14,000. So that's the average taxes. And then the take home from that is $46,000 a year. But the problem is that the average cost of living in America is $53,000. So what that means is that the average household family of four is going in debt $7,000 a year to work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year to take 2 weeks paid vacation. Well, the person that you are having a conversation with and not necessarily maybe sharing, the idea because you're scared that they're not going to join you, or you're scared that they're going to think you're crazy, or you're scared that they don't have the extra money to get involved. I was one of those people. I was in a broken place in my life when I got involved in network marketing. My parents had to pay for me to join. And I built a team of 900 people. I made it to the top 1% of that company. And that company catapulted me to the next company that I went to. I had some issues with upline, and that happens sometimes, just like it happens in business. There's good and bad people everywhere. And I moved to another company. I made it to the top 1% in that company within literally 4 months' time. And that's what catapulted my accounting practice. See, I was indirectly building my accounting practice while I was building my network marketing business. But when I came to that company, I had $428 in my bank account. And the company that I was joining cost $421 to get started.
Wow.
And most people, had I been a W-2 employee mindset, I would have said there's no way that I could possibly get started in this company. And because I was an entrepreneur mindset, I said there's no way we're going to be homeless in the next month if I don't figure out a way. Because see, for a long time, I was scared to death to become a professional again. When I lost my business 10 years ago, it did a number on me, and I was scared to death to go out and become a full-service accounting firm again. And so I got involved in network marketing, fell in love with it, and I was like, I'll just do that. That'll be easier, right? It's much better to talk about network marketing than it is to do tax returns. I mean, yeah, come on. It's a lot more fun to speak and run your mouth than it is to do taxes.
But the way you talk about it is pretty exciting.
Exactly. Well, and what's crazy about it is that had I not put forth that money, I would never have made it to the top 1% in that company. I would never have had the influence that I had in the network marketing industry to go out and build a speaking platform, to build my, to become an international, or an author, to become an international speaker, and to become a tax strategist. Like, it all was rebuilt again through the network marketing industry indirectly.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. Boy, I'm trying to put y'all on game. I don't, sometimes when I do that, that means there's something I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. Real talk. Keely Taylor. That's another one. Keely be putting y'all on game. So like Keely, okay. Let me tell you about Keely. All right. So again, she's in my company. We're not on the same team, but real cool girl. This is the funny thing about Keely. I don't know if you know this Keely. I'll tell you right now. But when I first learned of Keely, it was like when she blew up. She has an amazing story, and I was jealous of her. I was like, where'd she come from? She had been there the whole time. Just had her head down working. But super cool woman. I was jealous of her until I met her, and I was like, dang, she nice. I can't hate on her. I do that sometimes. But no, super cool girl. So Keely was actually like one of the ones that kind of started me on this whole tax thing, because she put up, and I still can't believe you did that, because I would have kept that for myself. But she put up a YouTube video with her tax person. Do you remember that, Keely? Are you still here? I don't know. Keely is a very busy woman. But she put up a YouTube video with her tax strategist, and I was like, what the? And she was talking about her business and how, as she, just like myself, like at first you're wondering like, how do I make this work? And then when it starts working, it starts working. And a lot of times it can go way faster than you. And you're like, wait a minute, slow down. But no, don't slow down, because I've been wanting this all this time. And so it's a really confusing time, because you're enjoying the success and you've been wanting this. But at the same time, you're like, whoa, I have a feeling I should be structuring things differently. But you don't have time to do it. So anyway, Keely, I ran across Keely's video that she put up on YouTube with her tax strategist and her team. And I said, I saw, that's why y'all better bodybuilders thank Keely, because I said, oh, I got to put my team on game like Keely's doing with hers. And so her tax strategist was like just talking about some things, and it really got my mind turning and working like, whoa, Kim, you got to revamp. You got to revamp a lot of stuff, because this is a real business. I know I'm in a cute sports bra in my house in Pooler, Georgia, right? But this is work. This is my work. It's a lot better than when I used to wear casual corner suits. Y'all remember that? It's a lot better than when I used to wear pantyhose and sit in a cubicle and have to put on this fake smile and not show my personality because it didn't go well in corporate. It's a lot better. But funny thing is, when I was working at the college, people, it was more respectable. What do you do? I'm dual enrollment coordinator for such and such a technical school. Oh, wow. Is that where you help the young kids go to school early? Yes, it is. But let me tell the folks, now I sell tea. Or that I'm in that tea thing. Or I sell NutriBlast. Everybody's like, oh, my cousin did that. They ain't making no money over there. Okay. All right. Nice to meet you, though. Thank. It's all good, though. People just don't know. So anyway, my whole point today was to tell you that although I sit here and I crack jokes with y'all a lot. But that is because first of all, that's because that's my personality. And then it's also because most people's attention span is short. And so I have to crack jokes. I have to give you the entertainment because it's more digestible. It's more palatable when I give you the education. Make sense? Yes or yes? Awesome. So long short of it, I hope I at least made you think about things differently today. I hope I at least made you view the pyramid scheme cult that I'm in a little bit better. Because it's amazing. I got up today, homeschool with my son. A lot of people are homeschooling, but my homeschooling is different. You know why? Because I'm not homeschooling and worried about losing my job. I know a lot of mothers who are homeschooling, but they're homeschooling while they're working from home. And the boss doesn't care nothing about you homeschooling, many of you. And so they're worried about losing their job. That's not my deal. Some people are having to physically go to work. When I lived in Atlanta, I remember driving as much as over an hour away every day. That's more than 2 hours round trip to go to a place that paid me not even enough to pay all of my bills. I was filling the gap with credit cards. And at that time I had a husband. So if a two income, and we had quote unquote, I guess you could say, good income. So you say, well, I guess y'all were living above your means. Yeah, we were. Technically, yes, we were. As many people do. However, if we had a modest house, we had modest cars, we had modest, like we didn't have anything extravagant, but let's be real. If you want to be in a safe place where you don't have to have bars on your windows in certain cities, yeah, your living expenses are going to be up there. And things happen. The tires get a flat. The roof needs repairing. I remember one time there was a storm and something came and hit the windows, and that just set me off because I was just like, oh, I can't take another thing. So these things happen. And when they do, you charge it or you finance it or you what? Coach said, I'm in a cult. I think you know me by I forget. I have my newer teammates on my lives. I don't know if that's a serious question or if you're playing coach. But no, you're not. But you kind of sort of are. But anywho, I'll explain later. But guys, I just want you to understand, like I said, I'm able to homeschool freely. I work, some days I cut a lot of videos back to back, right? And some days I don't cut any videos because I'm with him and he's the priority, right? And so you are playing, you do know. That's right, because you have MLM background, so you know. But guys, I'm able. My schedule has a flexibility like I've never seen before. I got on my leadership call today, and my boy Montez. Shout out to Montez out of Texas, who is just what's with my lingo? I think I need to eat dinner because my tongue is lazy. But I have a lazy lengua for my Espanol folks. But shout out to my boy Montez because we were on our leadership call with our amazing leaders. Every single day we have a toolkit call. If you're a director or above, you're on this call with people that help you. They're willing to pour into you. And at the end of the call, I was the biggest, proudest mama bear when the leaders were like, we're going to have this gentleman who's on here every day close us out. He's always ready. And they said, Mr. Neely, Coach Neely. I said, Montez! And then everybody in our director's chat was like, go bro. And he was, boy, that brother was cheesing. Anna, you should have saw him. That brother was cheesing. He was like, okay. That little skinny face. But he shut it down. I was like, that's my dog. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never met Montez. I've never met Anna. I've never met Mary. I've never met Bobby. I've never met the majority of my team. Over 90% of my team found me through YouTube. Like, over 90% of my clients. I don't know if I'll ever meet most of my clients. I know I'll meet my team eventually when outside opens back up. But here, this is somebody that, like, that's my dog. That's my bro. Like, no matter what, that's my bro. Just a really, really, really good guy, that our worlds collided because of this, And then Montez brought on my girl, Anna. Anna said, oh, I wish I would have seen that. Yes, we going to get you there, girlie. We going to get you there, okay? But I wouldn't know Anna if it weren't for Montez. I wouldn't know Coach if it weren't for Kevin. I wouldn't know Kevin if it weren't for Janelle. So this whole 6 degrees of separation thing is really, really true. But the problem is, most of us do the same thing. And we're only exposed to the people in our circle. So if you sit, like I used to sit, in a cubicle, and you got Miss Johnson to the left and Miss Jenkins to the right, and Miss Johnson been there for 30 years, and Miss Jenkins been there for 40 years. And all y'all doing, I'm talking about my former job. Don't get mad thinking I'm talking about you because guess what? I don't know you. So if this is your work environment, then that's just a coinkydink, and you should relate to me. But if all you do is go sit in the back in a cube and process paperwork all day and talk on the phone to pissed off parents and angry students, all day long, your bubble is really not, it's not getting bigger. Most people haven't made a new friend since they left high school. And they hate their coworkers. A lot of them. So when you get in a profession like this, where you're taught to work on your mind, and you taught that everybody ain't out to get you, and you're taught ways to multiply, don't just make money, multiply money. And then you meet people and you have leaders who have all this money, and they go off into these mentorship groups, to these courses, to these faraway islands, to all these exotical places. I know exotical is not a real world. And they go out there to places where you can't go because you're broke, right? And then they come back and they bring that information to you and they share it with you. Now, at first, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be pissed off, right? Because you're going to be jealous. You're going to be like, of course it's easy for you, you rich. You know, you're going to be mad, right? Because that's the programming you, right? But after time, if you have stamina to last, to endure, then you're going to get over your jealousy of this person, which is a great place to be, because you can never become that you despise. Where that Jamaican horn? You can never become that which you despise. So once you get over being jealous and hating on people, now you're open to receive the knowledge that they're willing to impart to you about how they got to where they are. So you can get there too. See that? Fantastical. Yay. Kudos to you. And once you're open to receive, and then you start acting on it, like your world just becomes larger. How did I meet Courtney of OTB Tax? OTB stands for Out the Box Tax. How did I meet Courtney? Through Stormy Wellington. How did Stormy meet Courtney? Through Tony Robbins. I'm not a platinum partner yet. However, because they forged that relationship together in the Platinum Partners program, and then Stormy interviewed her, now she's in my realm. She's in my circle. Would I have found Courtney without Stormy? Maybe. But how long would it have taken me? Probably after a tax audit where I lost all my money. How long would it have taken me, y'all? That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all out here talking, I'll figure it out eventually. Maybe you will, but why? Why in tarnation would you want to do that to yourself? Why not connect yourself to people that's already moving and already shaking, out here rocking, out here rolling, and now you can piggyback off of their connections, off of their expertise, off of the places they've been, which you haven't been yet. Why? Why not? I don't know. I say it all the time. I think some people are just so used to losing that they just don't even know how to win. Success leaves clues. And it really is nothing more than an adult game of follow the leader. Are you going to listen to the people who have done this before, who failed, right? Or are you going to listen to the people who are doing this and it's clearly working for them? After that leadership call, watching someone who's a part of my team, and I'm not saying that I'm the reason why Montez is the way he is. Montez is the way he is because Montez is that way, because he's fighting for his financial freedom, for, to change things for everybody around him. That's all on him. That's his journey. Everybody's journey is their responsibility. I just play a small part if they let me, right? But after I got off that call, all proud of Montez, right? We went from that to then I did some training. This is my day now. Instead of going from meeting to meeting where we're talking about a bunch of crap that we talked about the last time, that we keep talking about over and over again and not getting anything resolved, like when I worked in corporate, instead of doing that, now I get paid to learn things to help me. And while I was on that training, I'm on my vibration machine. And when I got done with that, I did 20 minutes with the weighted hula hoop. When I was working a job, I never had time to exercise. I shouldn't say I never had time. It was extremely difficult for me to carve out time to exercise. Now I get paid to exercise. Why do you think when I exercise, oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes, I'll post, just finished 40 minutes on my vibration machine. And guess what? inevitably, somebody's going to be like, what vibration machine? I'm going to say this one here. They click my Amazon referral link because I got into that through network marketing. Once I found out about network marketing, I was like, well, what's this affiliate marketing? What? I can be an Amazon affiliate? What? I can get paid on Amazon? Okay. And then they click my link and then I get paid that way. Right? And if they want to get even better results from the exercise, I say, hey, you should drink this tea while you're on the vibration machine after you get off of vibe. And then I get paid from that. Right? Multiple ways of having money come into your household. This is what we've got to do. If what you are currently doing is not working for you, don't think that if you do more of what's not working, that it's going to somehow work. 2 wrongs will never make a right. 2 jobs oftentimes still are not enough income. So what do? You learn to income shift. You put yourself in a vehicle. You put yourself in a position. Right now, everybody's mad at the president because of his tax situation. Man, these people out here learning how to work this tax code. You heard what she said about Amazon and delivery trucks and them not paying no taxes. Don't be mad. 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 Doesn't look good on you. Don't be mad. Just play. Learn the rules. And play the game like they're playing it. Play to win. Montez said, I have to go back and watch the replay immediately. Lost connection for a sec. However, yesterday was another most monumental moment. Look at that alliteration. Look at that alliteration. Most monumental moment for me to be a part of such a community, such leaders, especially you, Kim. Oh, love you, bro. Man, even with my prior 5 years in the industry, I had not ever met a leader as mindful, selfless, and people purpose serving leader like yourself. Ooh, tell that to all the people that's mad at me, Montez. Tell that to all the people that don't like your girl. 2 jobs off of 2 people. Come on, Tosh. Come on, Natasha Peterson. Another one that takes it seriously, right? We don't just do our company. Tasha was with us on the Rank Makers this weekend. Man, y'all just don't understand when you do this thing right. When you do this thing right and you in it for the right reasons and you have a vision and you're fighting, you're going to get connected. If you do it right, you're going to be connected to the right people. Ooh, and then it becomes so juicy. So juicy. All right, let me go because one of our favorite restaurants has a BOGO. And yeah, that's where dinner's going to be cooked up tonight. While I'm on another trainer, while I'm getting better, instead of getting bitter, like when I was on my job. Nothing against jobs. I'm just saying, don't let that be your only source of income. Get you a business, income shift. Take the money that you used to just pay out and go, oh, bye, little birdie. Have it, make that now boomerang bucks. Pay the money out. Have it come back to you in tax deductions. Work with OTB. Tell her you found out about her from me. Kimberly Prosperity. No, that's not my government name. That's not my government name. That's not my government name, y'all. Kimberly, I forgot my last name. Quamina. All right, y'all. I gotta go for real. I gotta get this boy some food. You hungry, baby? Maybe. Okay, good. I'm gonna wait till you're starving, and then I'll know it's time. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Look, my son knows. He said, okay. All right, we're going to go get some grub. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for everybody who contributed comments. And if you want to be a part of this fun little pyramid scheme code I got going on, holla at your girl. Bye-bye.